Pop the Balloon season 4 reunion. So I'm guessing this is all the women and men who didn't find the people that they love. So now we get to see and hear the aftermath of them, I guess you could say, taking the L. But before we get into it, though, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And also hit the notification button. By liking the live, it's going to help the algorithm continue to push my content out to those people who like my type of content. Now, you know how I like to do it. I don't like to talk too much. I want to get right into it. But also, don't forget to get your Tiege Hanley facial set. Ladies, get it for the fellas. Fellas, don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm telling you now, you need it. Because if you want your face to shine like mine, you definitely want to get the Tiege Hanley. But without further ado, I want to go ahead and dive into it. Let's get it. I don't care about the intro, man. Let's go. Let's skip it. Let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. We ain't got time about it, man.
Husband BF.
Yes, welcome to season 4 reunion. Yes, first things first, I want to give thank you to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ every time. I want to say thank you to my wife for being absolutely amazing as she always is. She is absolutely outstanding. Let's give a round of applause for her, please. I need louder than that.
He got that Rolex on.
All right. I also want to say a big thank you to everyone that watches the show, of course, everyone that supports. And I want to say thank you to everyone that comes on the show as well. So this is the 4th season, and it's been absolutely breathtaking. We have seen so many things happen throughout the season, and we have been consistent 4 seasons running now. So I want to give a big thank you to my whole team that's here today as well. So let's have a round of applause to my whole team. Yeah, so let's get straight to it.
All right. Well, as you said, let's go ahead and take a look at the season 4 recap. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this.
Bro, what the hell is that? What she got going on with all those tattoos and piercings on her goddamn face, man? Come on, dog. We ain't finna start we are not about to start off like this, dog. We're not. Come on, man.
It's 30K on my mouth.
Hey.
It's a house.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out.
Is that a jet? Is that a private jet that you're in?
Yeah. You might need it just like a social worker or something. Maybe I don't know too much.
I might need what?
Maybe like a cubicle worker or something.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Uche.
Hold on. Where is that? Hold on.
Maybe I don't know too much.
I might need what?
Maybe like a cubicle worker or something.
Hello,
deep as hell, what?
What's your name?
My name is Uche.
That's cold. That's cold.
This is great. This is 2 minutes first week. Week 1, 2 minutes.
All right. So as you guys saw, that was just a little short recap of the season 4 reunion. So it was a great season, as we saw. But to go ahead and kick off this reunion, let's have a look at this clip where wigs were the talk of the episode.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out.
I feel you on the wig thing, but kind of like let women have women's business. Like let girls be girls. I hear you, but I don't feel you. I just thought it was like a little petty.
All right. So Alicia, off of that comment that you're saying, are you saying that men shouldn't comment or say anything about women's beauty or like anything involving women's beauty at all?
I would really love to see a man lay a lace front. And then you can comment, right? A lot goes into beauty to put yourself together, to put your outfit on. So for me, yes, I think men should stay out of women's business. So when it comes to beauty.
First of all, let me bring it. Nope. So I guess we're gonna start it off here. First and foremost, you're trying to attract a man for the most part. Most women want to attract a man. So a lot of times, a lot of times, most men will prefer a woman to not even have all that shit in their hair. But however, if we are the consumers of women, we are allowed to have a say-so. Because we can flip the same script around and say, well, you know what, since you ain't making since you ain't making this kind of money, you ain't working how I'm working, and you ain't putting in the hours that I'm putting in, you ain't got no say-so on how I spend my money, or what I do with my money, or who I give my money to. Fair? All right, bet. Let's move along.
I understand what he was saying, but I don't really feel him because, like somebody said on the episode, nobody had a bad wig, so you kind of didn't need to say that.
Sometimes a lot of women take things too little. It's not about the fact that nobody on the panel had a bad wig. That's not the point that he was making. He simply was just stating, she said, what are your, what's something that you're not going to tolerate? Well, I'm not going to tolerate a chick who has a bad wig. That was, if you felt that your wig was bad, then I guess you were the hit dog that hollered. But if you already knew your shit was on point, he wasn't talking about you. Simple as that.
It was just extra. It was unnecessary commentary, I feel like.
You just didn't like the comments, so therefore you just didn't like.
Do you think you should be allowed to comment on a woman's beauty or anything you see on her that you may like or don't like?
Yep.
Well, I don't know about the commenting on the wig part. I think he was really just trying to be funny for real.
Okay. He a simp.
He
a simp. He a simp. I'm calling it.
We just talking about earlier. You bogus if you come on the show and you ain't together. Like come on now. You in front of millions of people. You better come right.
Okay.
Okay, my question is like, and this is for the men. How can you tell a good wig from a bad wig? Like, what exactly do you see that oh, this is a bad wig? Because women, we can tell. Because we're women, we put it on. But what do you guys see? How do you know?
I can't tell all the way, but I know if I see a little fro, you got the little, you got to look like your head bigger than what your head really is. You got a bad wig.
Also, I think that men are a lot more observant than women like to give men credit for. Like I see a lot of men come on the show, they say you got too much makeup on. Okay. Or they say, I just don't like your heels. And a lot of women may think men don't pay attention to stuff like that, right? A lot of women may think, oh, he's not paying attention to my heels. He don't like it. But yeah, we do. We look at your heels, look at your makeup, look at your lipstick, look at everything. So, I think a woman shouldn't totally change herself for a man's opinion, but I think a woman should be open to the considerations of a man and vice versa. I think men should be open to the considerations of a woman.
Speaking of heels, though.
Fargo is your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo. Fargo lets you do this.
If I ain't rocking with it, I ain't rocking with it. If you a big, I'll give you a prime example. If you a big dude or a big woman, you wearing tight clothes, you don't need to wear it. There's no, taking into consideration. No, you need to change. You need to change all of that. Why are you wearing tight clothes and your body ain't fit for that? Sometimes some people just need it straight out the gate. Hey, you got too much makeup on. Dial it back a little bit. Hey, you wearing a little bit too much weed. You starting to pull out your edges. Dial it back a little bit. Rock your natural hair a little bit. I know it's gonna take a little bit of extra time, to do your hair now, but hey, you say that you're confident, you say that you want a confident individual, all of these different things. I need you to show that same energy. Take out the weed, take out that makeup, wear your natural face, just throw some lip gloss on, rock your shit, and be confident in it and stand in that shit. I don't care what y'all talking about, because you can't say that about a man, because a man's facial hair isn't his makeup. We naturally grow this. This is something you can naturally grow. I can shave it off tomorrow and it'll grow back within the next 2 weeks. So this isn't like makeup for us. It's not.
I really feel like y'all not wearing heels. Y'all don't know how it is to walk in heels. I would like to see y'all walk in heels. And I was standing in the line for a long time, so I wanted to wear comfortable heels, but people want to pop off of comfortable heels. It's crazy.
I don't know, like if a guy's like into fashion or he's stylish or I don't know, whatever the case may be.
Men, all right, this is my last time. I'm gonna let it play through. So women can comment on the type of shoes men wear, the type of pants men wear, the type of shirts men wear, the type of chains, the way that their hair look, the way that anything, their entire outfit, they can talk about it. But yet, the minute a man says anything about a woman, remotely close, the dress she got on, her hair, her makeup, her shoes, it's a problem. Why? What is the problem with a lot of y'all women today that you just can't accept criticism on any level? You just think you are holier than thou. You think you're bigger and better than who? What makes you think that you're absolved from any sort of criticism? You ain't perfect and you ain't that special. Real talk. And it's always the ones that it's always the women that aren't even that attractive who got the most shit to say. Blows my mind, dog.
Yeah, maybe he just liked to see his woman in a special type of heel, you know. If you're attracted to him, I think you should kind of be open to what he has to say about your heels.
I agree. If you're a heterosexual woman who's attracted to men, then you should be open to what men have to say about your appearance. Like, not just any guy, like a guy that you're probably interested in. Like, if I liked you, James, and you're like, you know, I don't like that dress, maybe, and you, like, I would be open to hearing you out because you're somebody I'm interested in.
Absolutely. Okay. I mean, people, when my episode dropped, people were, girls were in my inbox and, and like specifically saying, I don't like your posture or you need to sit up straight or whatever. And I take that, I'm reading it. My feelings are not getting hurt. I'm like, you know what? When I go back on the show, I'm gonna sit up straight. So, I mean, I don't think every situation has to be responded to with anger or he's hating on me or he's being sassy or whatever the case may be. You know, some people you need to actually take their opinion
when it comes to wigs. I think that there's wigs and then there's wigs. So when you date a high value man who knows the quality of wigs, you're not gonna wear a cheap wig because I can tell that this wig is a cheap wig. If you get it from China, from Temu, from Alibaba, AliExpress, that's a cheap wig. If you spend a couple of $100s on your wig, it is gonna be a decent wig, and we can tell the texture, we can tell the quality. If you're laying on my chest, I don't want it to feel like a grass brushing on my chest. It gotta be soft. It gotta be pliable. It gotta be high quality. It's what it is.
All right, so to go ahead and move on to our next topic.
What up? Hey, yo, make sure y'all keep liking the live, man.
On your episode, some of the ladies' deal breakers was the fact that you're like so soft-spoken. So let's check out, you know, what some of them had to say about that.
That's crazy.
Originally, it was because you were so soft-spoken. Like, you're so sweet. I'm a native New Yorker, and we're very loud. So I want to make sure that you're very, you know, you Philly quake. After hearing your voice for a while, the kind of like she mentioned, the soft-spokenness just wasn't attractive to me.
I don't know exactly what you mean by that. You know, as far as like you want someone to speak louder or voice be deeper, or
I don't even know how I would describe it. I was almost
because it could be changed. You know?
You can always kind of change up no matter what. So
let me let you know what's really good.
Voice change. Okay, so James, has that ever came up in the past, like your dating life, like you being soft-spoken? Has that ever been something that people commented on?
I mean, I've definitely heard it before, not in terms of dating, but just in general life, like you're soft-spoken. But I mean, since this episode has dropped, I've gotten literally thousands of their DMs. So I mean, people obviously like this soft-spokenness. I think it's just for a special type.
No, dog. Hey,
of individual.
Listen. Hear me out. Sometimes, bro, you can look at. Now, I'm not saying that he's that way. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. But sometimes it can be questioned because them mannerisms, big dog, man, I don't know, homie. You sure you playing for the home team? You sure you playing for the home team? I could be wrong. Cause your mannerisms, hey, look like you on the fence a little bit, but hey, I could be wrong, man.
Everybody may not be attracted to it, but definitely it's an attractiveness towards certain people.
Okay. And then when you were about to walk off on the stage there, you told Waverly, "Hey, Waverly, if you don't find a match by the end of this episode, hit me back up." Once you got a chance to watch the episode or, whatever you may have seen, do you still feel that way? You still trying to hit her up?
It's funny you mentioned that because I feel like, when you're walking out on that stage, you don't know what happened before you walked out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You don't know what was said. You don't know, what a person's deal breakers were before you walked out. So I don't know. I was attracted to Waverly when I actually when I actually stepped out onto the stage.
Mm-hmm.
What she was wearing, and she just looked very attractive to me. Somebody that I would like to get to know outside the show. After watching the full episode, I did see I think we all kind of saw some things. I was like, maybe she's a little bit too holy.
Okay.
Even for me, and I go to church and stuff as well. But, I think there's a certain thing is maybe too holy. I think it was a guy that she popped on because he didn't read his Bible every morning. Or there was a guy that she popped on because he was a little bit hesitant about practicing celibacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, one guy didn't have a perfect hairline. I don't know, it was just a lot. It was a lot going on in the episode. So, I think we'd be better off as just kind of friends.
Okay, understandable. And then just to kind of take it back to the whole soft-spokenness thing, is that a deal breaker for any of you ladies on here? A man being soft-spoken?
I like a man who can command the room. And I feel like as a boisterous woman, maybe just different strokes for different folks.
Okay.
But I'm boisterous, I'm loud, I take up space. So I want my man to do the same thing.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a bad thing, but I feel like I would overtalk you and run over you in that way.
Okay.
I think something important to highlight too is the hypocrisy of the internet, because everyone gave Waverly and the other girls a very hard time for what they said about James, and Uche, this gorgeous girl back here, walked out. Her voice had a little bass in it, and everybody popped, and the internet thought that was okay because her voice was deep. Uche, talk about it, girl.
Yeah, because shit, right out the gate, you don't know what to expect. You got a good looking woman who walks out there. Next thing you know, she sound like Darth Vader. Hey, yo, what's going on? Fuck no, I'm popping too. What are you talking about? I don't give a fuck how attractive you are. I don't care. You can be the baddest thing walking. If you come out and your voice sound deeper than mine, bro. Hey, listen, I'm popping a balloon. On site.
No, we gonna come back to Uche. Don't worry.
New FanDuel customers get $200 in bonus bets with the first $5 bet wins, which leads to some incredible highlights.
I don't know who need to hear it.
I think Jordan had a comment to say. Go ahead.
Ladies, stop lying to everybody. Stop lying to all your fellow ladies. I know you want to be a woman's woman, but all y'all ain't fine, bro. All of y'all aren't beautiful. I'm sorry. All of y'all aren't beautiful. A lot of y'all are some ducklings, boy. Some ugly ducklings. And y'all still would say, yeah, my girl beautiful. No, she not. Somebody lied to you and her.
Hey, Jordan.
I like a soft-spoken man because I feel like I'm loud. So if my man talking to me, he all quiet. Mine and stuff, I'm like, you so sweet, and then we gonna feed off each other energy. So
mellow each other out.
Yeah, we're gonna mellow each other out. So I like that.
Also, I just want to say that, it's situational. I didn't feel like coming onto a stage with a group of women, 6-7 women, that I need to come out. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Jen. I'm just talking to you.
Right.
I'm just literally involved in just getting to know you, having a simple conversation with you. Okay. Just kind of just getting to know you on a personal level. So I feel like I do know how to raise my voice. I do know how to be, Elisa said, take control of the room. I know how to do all of that, but I don't feel like you have to be like that 24/7.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then
bro.
Dr. Desi, you had a comment as well?
I was going to say something to my brother, James. I watched your episode. I was proud of you. You are a man and you have a way that you carry yourself. And that's who you are. I don't want you to change that for anyone else. Whether it's for a lady, for a man, do not change who you are, brother. You speak the way you speak, you carry yourself the way you carry it, and there's gonna be a lady that enjoys and likes the way you speak. And do not change that for anyone else, not for a partner that does not value you. So keep it up, keep who you are, and let's move on.
Thank
you. Got it.
Talk your talk, big
I also
dog.
just want to say that, when I changed my voice, I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, why would you do that?" Why, that was just purely a joke, right? I literally would never change my voice for anyone. I would never deepen my voice in any situation, just to attract someone.
Okay, nice. Well, let's go ahead and play our next clip of one of the most talked about women from this season. Wonder who that is.
Chris, 28, and I ain't gonna lie, your voice deeper than mine. So I can't even do it.
He like shit.
I was expecting that. I'm not even gonna lie. Really? Yeah. Y'all can handle it. It's okay.
Get that about your voice?
I get that a lot. Some like it and some don't. It's part of me. If y'all can't handle it, then you can't handle me.
Oh God! Here we go. The simple. Well, if you can't take me as I am, then you can't handle me, bruh. Stop saying that stupid shit, bruh. Stop saying that dumb shit. It's one simple thing. That the person don't like. That don't mean that the person can't handle you. Why you want to be handled anyway? You ain't an animal, and don't nobody want to handle you. Ain't nobody trying to tame you. Nobody got time for that, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Straight up.
Okay.
All right. So Uche, I know you sit on there. It's happened to you before. In the past, people have mentioned, your voice, all of that. But is that the reaction you were expecting when you came out there?
Okay, to be honest, before coming on the show, I spoke to like a couple of close friends of mine. They were like, I know I'm not worried about my appearance. Like, I'm confident in that. I know I look good, but I definitely knew like my voice was going to be a factor, So coming on there, I didn't expect the sudden pop from everybody. When it happened, I was like, wait, is there something on my face? Like, Then I was like, wait, okay, it's definitely my voice. But I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
It was definitely a shock.
I see. Okay. So how has it been for you now since, the show has aired?
Very overwhelming.
Okay.
A lot of attention, a lot of comments, some interesting, some actually very sweet, Okay. I had a lot of people in my DMs just telling me about my voice. They love it. Some people inviting me to have podcasts or sing or whatever. Yeah. So, and then I saw some interesting comments that I was like, y'all are mean.
Oh.
But no, none of it like really affected me. It was actually more entertaining than actually disturbing. But yeah.
Okay, nice. And then Chris, on that clip we saw, you said, "Yeah, I can't handle it." What did you mean when you were speaking of that?
Just like he said, some people can't handle it, some people can't. I can't. Like I said, voice deeper than mine. I can't do it.
Okay.
And it's nothing against her. That she's beautiful. She looked good, but it was just the voice. That's the only thing that I was just like, hold on, what?
Okay. But what is it? It's just a little bit deeper, but she still sounds like to me. Yeah, I don't know what.
And that's the thing too. I saw some of the comments that you probably talking about, and I was like, nah, don't do that. We're not gonna play that. Like, this is definitely a woman.
Yes.
Like, that was never a thought in my mind. Like, this is a man. No, it was never a thought in my mind. Like, I knew that was a woman, but I was just like, your voice is deeper than mine.
Okay.
Sexy.
Girl, shut your ass up. Your voice is sexy. You ain't dating her, bruh. You're not the one that's dating her, dog. You're not the one that's gonna be dating her. So that comment that you just made don't even matter. It holds no weight at all. You should have just kept that to yourself. You should just stay quiet, shorty. That's wild.
I have nothing to say.
I'm good over here.
No, honestly, because my question, I'm just confused. Like, in the sense of like, okay, I feel like for the other men, and they're not here to like defend themselves or whatever, but like for him, he could say he couldn't handle it, and that's fine. But for the other guys that were on my episode, I'm like, y'all didn't even like ask me any questions. Like, you know, like, what do I do for fun or whatever? None of that. It was
they did, because a lot of y'all don't even do that for the fellas. A lot of y'all pop before the fellas get on the damn panel. But y'all do the same thing to the men. So I don't want to hear that. Ask the question. You didn't even get. Y'all don't do that for the men. Y'all don't do that for the men. Every time you at least have 2 to 3 women pop every time, no matter how well dressed the man is, no matter how well put together he is, it's always something. And at least 2 to 3 gonna pop right out the gate. I ain't about trying to hear that.
Just, your voice out. Like, and to me, it doesn't even sound that deep. I mean, to each their own, right? To each their own. It's like, okay. But yeah.
Okay. So for the men on the stage, what do you guys think of Uche's voice?
Interesting. I want to hear this.
Honestly, for Uche, when I watched that episode, if I was on that episode, I would have popped my balloon. But talking to Uche is a sweet lady. The voice is not as deep. We can compare this voice. I don't know if it's the microphone or there's something going on, but Uche doesn't sound the way in real life. She doesn't sound the way she sound on that episode. The voice is not that deep. She's a sweet person.
But look,
is deep.
Go ahead, Mozzie. Go ahead.
Nah, it's deep. I mean, what you want me to do?
It's deep, period. Like, it's deep. It's like Arlette said, it's deep, but I sound feminine.
Yeah,
like,
you still sound like a woman, definitely.
Okay, exactly.
It's
but
like,
is it
it's
like
a strong.
Cultural thing? Come again?
It's real strong.
Do you smoke?
I do not. I do not smoke.
Okay, well, I agree with Des Factors over there. I feel like when you came on the show, I felt like it was an extremely deep voice. But
Extremely is crazy.
I talked to you today.
Extremely is crazy.
Well, it was deep.
Ears, bro.
But when I talked to you today, just like Dr. Des, you know, I feel like it's not as deep in person. And I feel like I agree with Arlette, it is a feminine voice. It's deeper, like maybe like Jasmine Sullivan or Toni Braxton, but it's still a feminine voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not something I think you need to pop of a balloon over. But
I mean, you can't even say that though, because it's the first reaction that you get. Somebody walking out, like, okay, she look decent. And then she talk. And they're like, oh no, hell no.
Yeah, that's
the first reaction. Like,
yeah, that's off initial reaction, because it catches you off guard. You're not expecting that. Your chick walk out, you be like, all right, she look good, she decent. All right, let me hear her out. Yeah, so tell me who your name is. Yeah, my name is Bop. You ain't giving it no chance. You're not giving it the second thought. You're popping right out the gate. It's gonna throw you off. So no, I get it. 1000% I get it.
You know, honestly, I sat down to think about it. I was like, okay, if the roles were reversed, like I'm on the lineup and a man walks out and he has a really high-pitched voice, I'll be a little hesitant, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like,
you would probably pop. You would pop.
You know, so I kind of understood that point of view, which is why I wasn't offended at all. Like I was not.
You took it very well.
Yeah, I was not upset. I expected it coming, like, you know, so I wasn't upset. I got that point of view.
Okay, let's hear from Jordan.
I'm all the way off topic, but I just wanted to ask this question. They calling you Dr. Des. You a doctor? You a real doctor?
What does doctor mean to you?
Are you a real doctor? Like,
I have a doctorate degree.
Okay, I just wanted to know why they were calling you that. I'm like, why are they?
That's my name.
Dr. Des?
It is my name and my title.
He earned that.
Don't worry. We'll get back. We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Hold on.
I want to say something about this beautiful lady right here.
Here we go.
Slow down. She's a female.
Yeah.
Not only a female, a feminine female, born female.
Yeah, bro.
So,
We got it.
yeah, she is, believe it or not, Uche, you did not get the respect that you deserve on your lineup when you work on that show. Wow. I want to tell you that you deserve to at least have a chance to express yourself when you walk in there.
I agree.
Yeah, so
what's up?
On behalf of the man, I want to apologize on behalf of the man that popped their balloon for not giving you
Don't apologize for me, gang.
Don't pop for me, gang.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So
He said, don't speak for me.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. The ladies of episode 35 were harshly criticized in the comments. Let's take a look at some of their moments.
And I don't like joggers.
I end up popping my balloon because I'm just not like sexually attracted.
You're handsome. I just don't think that you're like, I don't think we would align.
I end up popping my balloon because I have a thing with like light skin.
I feel like you could have just did more on the outfit. Like, it's just like straightforward.
You're a handsome man. You're well put together. Your head is on straight. But I just don't think that we would connect if we were to go further.
Okay.
Just a nose ring. I don't like nose ring on men.
So.
It was just more so for me. It was kind of like the accessories, and then it was the bald head on top of it.
Sure.
I was just like, it was too much.
You are a very handsome man. You're not ugly at all. I would say I pop my balloon because just the way you speak,
and then all the like cuts and all that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like this big one. Nah. That's big.
That big.
All right, so ladies, the comments on your episode, you know, they called you guys picky, immature, childish, confused, all of that stuff. Like, how do you guys feel about what people were saying?
Immature.
I mean, for me, it's like, right, I'm dating to marry.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something that I'm not like physically attracted to, or I'm not connecting to like intellectually, you know, I'm not intellect, but I'm just saying, like, if there's something like that, like, I'm going to pop because I don't want that to be an issue.
Bro, most of y'all, see, y'all just be saying shit. A lot of times, most of y'all pop off some basic shit, bro. I get it. You're dating for love, right? Supposedly. You're dating for love, and you're dating with the intention to get married. So if you're dating with the intention to get married, you are going to, first and foremost, the person got to meet the prerequisites, right? Most of the time, a lot of y'all didn't even pop y'all balloon on first take. So y'all were holding y'all balloons for a minute, but then the more, I guess the more time that you sat there and thought about it, and you saw your other girlfriends popping the balloons, then all of a sudden you found something wrong and you popped your balloon too. What y'all need to understand is this: you're not going to get 100% of the things that you want. You're not. You can have a laundry list full of shit. There are gonna have to be some things that's gonna be the tolerables and the intolerables. Other than that, hey, pick your poison, dog. But you can't have 100% your way. It ain't gonna go like that. It's not. So y'all need to figure it out, because if you're truly dating with the intention to get married, you're truly and actually genuinely looking for love, you're going to give people the time of day. Now, I get it. You got to be attracted to them on some sort of level. Physically, all of that. I get that. I get that. Please understand that I do understand that and get that. But once you get past that, you got to give the person a chance. Because what y'all are not taking into account as well, you on the show, millions of people are watching. A lot of people are nervous. Most people aren't used to being in front of a camera. Most people aren't used to being put on the spot like that. So a lot of times they're thinking about, okay, do I look good? Do I have something on my face? Is something going on around here? Do I look funny? You know, I'm trying to make sure I'm standing straight up. I'm trying to make sure I'm looking my best, putting my best foot forward. So you have to take all of those different things into account. That person ain't gonna be perfect coming out the gate. Motherfuckers gonna be stumbling over their words. Voice gonna be trembling sometimes. You know, you gonna be you gonna forget the shit that you wanted to say, the list of shit that you had to say, that you were gonna ask and say. You done forgot the entire goddamn thing. Having the right conversations about the real world, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Issue right off the bat. Okay. You know, if we're already starting off like that. So, I mean, people can call it picky. People can call it, you know, being choosy. And I'm choosing someone.
But here's the thing. Here's another thing. Now, everybody has a standard. Everybody has preferences. I get it. I get it. But at some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror. Not on your best day. Nah, I ain't talking about on your best day. I'm not talking about when you feeling your best, you feeling when everything seems to be going right. I'm talking about on your worst of worst days. The day you wake up in the bed, you look at yourself, you're like, man, I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? You look at yourself and like, man, shit, I don't know. I'm looking down bad today. That right there, ask yourself, would another man want to look at that? That's what you ask yourself. Like, would another man want to look at me when I look like this? Because this is how I look on a regular basis. When I get off work, when I come home, I get in my comfortable pajamas, I take that wig off or put the bonnet on. I take them bird feather eyelashes out. I take the makeup off. I take all that shit off. And I just got this bare face on me. Is this something that a man is gonna want? Because also you got to remind you want to be physically attracted to the man. He also got to be physically attracted to you too. So it goes vice versa. So before you start to be extremely picky, make sure you align with the shit that you're talking about too. Because you can't talk about how you're gonna be sexually attracted and then nigga, you ain't even that fucking attracted yourself. So you gonna have to compromise a bit, shorty.
And I want to be with for the rest of my life. I came on the show for love, so I wanted to make sure I was intentional with who I chose.
Okay. I agree with her. Like, if we out in the real world, the first thing I look at is your physical appearance. So like I came onto this show doing the same thing I do out, in the real world. Like if I'm not physically attracted to you, then I'm a pop, And then like say I am physically attracted to somebody. Once we get past that and I know I'm physically attracted to you, then I'll go like deeper. Okay, now I want to figure out how you are emotionally and mentally and spiritually. And I want to know you like in and out. But if initially I'm not physically attracted, we ain't getting nowhere.
Okay.
On Wednesday, February 19th, Phoenix, Arizona is where the best wrestle as All Elite Wrestling presents.
Tiana? I feel like it was a lot of judgment, a lot of initial judgment based off of like us popping. So like they expected us to, I know like a lot of people like want us to match, but we had a handful of guys and, they might have not been our type or there was something that we didn't like about them. So we popped and like people like gave us backlash just for popping for whatever reason, like we said, but it's like,
I saw that episode, man. Y'all were popping balloons off petty shit, dog. Y'all were popping balloons because somebody had a dirt mark on their shoe. Y'all were popping the balloons because somebody was dressing too plain. Because your outfit is too plain, bro. What? It's one outfit, fam. It's one outfit. Every outfit ain't gonna hit. Every outfit ain't gonna hit. Just like Buddy with these fucking disco ball outfit on, all black with a Scully on and some Timberland boots. Every outfit ain't gonna hit. You just gotta understand that. Sometimes the fit just ain't gonna be hidden. But y'all were popping your balloons off some basic shit. It wasn't off anything that was like, you know what? Yeah, I feel you, bro. You shouldn't have popped on. Yeah, I feel you. You should have popped on that. It wasn't off no strength of, oh well, you got a baby mom, you got a baby, or you got 2 or 3 baby daddies, or you aren't into having children, or you're not into religion, different things like that, man. More deeper shit. If you popping your balloon just because a nigga's shoes a little dirty, I get it. Nigga, clean your shoes. I feel you, but I'm not finna pop the balloon over the shit. I was like, all right, look, I help her clean the shoes up a little bit. She bugging on that one. She tripped out on that one. Like, come on, man.
Like that thing about that person, like it's a handful of guys. Maybe we like it about maybe we might like something about somebody else, but it's like, I just feel like we got a lot of backlash, like initial backlash off of us popping. Like a lot of people said we were hopping on a bandwagon because somebody might have popped and I might have popped right after that person. And they were like, oh, you're following that person. But it's like, that's not what it is. I'm just not going to match with someone if I'm not interested in them.
Cap.
So it's like I popped. They want
good.
us to match with somebody that we're not interested in.
That sound good.
It was just like wrong timing, I feel like.
That sound good.
But so I'm gonna now that I'm here, I'm just gonna say this. I understand that coming on this show, you just go based off of like physical appearance, what you're seeing. I'm just gonna say, to me personally, and this is not to come for any of y'all here, but I just feel like popping on someone for like what they are wearing is so crazy to me. And I say it's crazy because they can like change what they're wearing. I mean, granted, what they put on to come initially might have been terrible, but there's more to that person. Like, you know, so I'm not trying to come for y'all, but like,
because y'all gotta understand too. What if so let me ask y'all a question then. So chat, let me ask y'all a question, and I need y'all to give me some feedback on this. If and ladies, I'm talking to you. Well, men, I'm talking to you too. So anybody can answer this question. If a person checks off all the boxes, they're attractive, they're smart, they're intellectual, they communicate effectively, they're answering all the questions when you ask, they're not a baby mother, or they're not a baby father, they don't have any children, they're making good money, they got their finances in order, all of these different things, they're a God-fearing individual, all of these different things that check the box off, right? But just so happen, their outfit just ain't really hidden on much though. Are you gonna pop your balloon? Are you gonna pop the balloon? What's good with it? Are you gonna pop the balloon? I'm gonna ask the question again. If you, man or woman, if you were on the Pop the Balloon show and somebody walked out, right? And you gave them a chance, like you held your balloon, they checked the box off, they were attractive. Then they started to answer some questions. They checked the box off about being, the type of job that they have. So that they make good money. They're very intellectual. They communicate effectively. All of these different things, but just so happen their outfit just ain't really hidden it like it should. Are you gonna pop your balloon on that person? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat.
If there were other things that they said that you were like, I'm feeling this, but your pants are too tight and you're popping because their pants are too tight, they're not always going to have tight pants on. So it gets me like thinking, like, are y'all like here because you're interested in actually finding love, or you just nitpicking?
But I disagree.
I disagree too.
I disagree.
I feel like if you decide to put on,
I don't trust nobody who say I feel like. I don't trust no man that say, you know what, I feel like. Nah, I don't care about your feelings. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. I don't care about what you feel like, because I ain't worried about how you feeling. But it depends on how it looks. I mean, depends on how it looks. Okay, I can understand that. But you telling me if you got 10 things on your laundry list of things that you want out of a man, you got 10 things, and it's only one thing that he didn't check off that box, or she didn't check off the box, you gonna pop your balloon off of that? You gonna pop your balloon? If they check the box on everything else, it's just that one thing. You telling me you popping your balloon? You telling me that, and then they feeling and they really checking for you. They want to rock with you. You telling me you're not gonna pop your balloon? That's what y'all telling me. Because in my head, I'm like, all right, this chick check off. She checking off. She checked the box 9 out of 10 things that I wanted, that I had to make sure that they checked the box on. She checked off 9 of them. But it just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like that dress she had on. I wasn't really rocking with that dress. However, I can look past that. You know what I'm saying? If we get to know each other a little bit more, I may see her in something else, and then I can compliment, like, you know what? Hey, I like when you wear this right here. You look really good in this. And so therefore she may get in her head, is like, you know what? I might need to start rocking this a lot more because she dig it. And it's the same thing with the dude. if you as a woman, because women can have a lot of influence on the man, and so therefore, if you didn't like those tight jeans that old buddy had on, later on he may wear something else, some jeans that may be a little looser this time. You like, look, I really like those jeans that you wear. Like those are dope. I really like those. And then to even just add more fuel to the fire, go and buy him some of those same type of pants, just in a different color. I guarantee you gonna see him. And I'm talking about just off of a friendly gesture, not because you want something from here or anything. Just buy it. Not only is he gonna look at you like, damn man, she bought me some jeans. She didn't even have to do that. Now he gonna be rocking these jeans. He gonna get more colors. Or I mean, there are jeans, so I mean, ain't that many color in jeans, but you get what I'm saying though. Yeah, but I'm not gonna pop my balloon. Right, that's what I'm saying. But most would though. Most would pop their balloon. Most individuals will pop their balloon off of one thing. But this is how I know it's a bunch of bullshit. And a lot of them are on here for clout. They don't want to be judged, because in real life, I guarantee you, the guys that they probably dated, the guys that they popped the balloon on, are probably the same type of guys that they probably dated before. Or probably the things that they commented on, they probably wouldn't even worry about that in real life outside of the camera. Straight up, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
On a whack fit to come
guys.
in.
Let's hear from Ozzy VS. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I feel like if you decide to put on a whack fit for national TV, you're gonna put on a whack fit when we just going anywhere.
Yes.
Like, so yeah, dressing really means something, you know? Yeah.
But y'all, here's the thing, and here's what y'all also got to understand. You can't expect everybody to know how to dress. Everybody don't know how to dress, bro. Real talk. And I'm talking, should everybody know how to dress? Absolutely. I agree. Everybody should know how to dress. But that's not the case. Everybody don't know how to dress. Even some women, they don't know how to dress. Sometimes some women wear clothes that you like, yeah, I don't think you need to be wearing that. That shit look whack. But they do. And they think they look bad. And they think they're baddies in those outfits. So some people don't know. They never been taught how to dress properly. They never been taught how to dress for their size. They never been taught how to, you can still look sexy and still be fully covered up. Some don't understand that. Just like men. A lot of men don't know how to dress. They don't know how to put the colors together. They don't know how to do the shit. Let me see. What'd you say? I wouldn't because it doesn't reflect their intelligence. Like y'all had a good conversation before. That's what I'm saying. They're so focused on. I get it. You still want to be attracted to the person on some level, but at the end of the day, you can get past the dressing part because it can always change. That shit can change. Nobody dresses the same 4 years. That shit changes. Because see, like you said, the dude has good communication, so then can communicate. Exactly. Can communicate about the outfit. Because maybe he never thought about it. Maybe he thought he looked good. He probably thought in his head, like, hey man, this fit kind of straight. I like this. I like how it looks on me. I like how it's not too tight. It's not too big. It fits perfectly on me. I got some basic jeans on. They're not dirty. They're clean. You know what I'm saying? They're not wrinkled. And I got some nice shoes. I put them on. So I'm color coordinated really well. I got me a nice little chain. Just boom, untuck it. Let that bitch hang real quick. And some dudes like, look, I got a fresh lineup. I'm good. So they walk into the Pop the Balloon show, and then all you hear is pop, 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 pop. Like it's a firecracker show. Because he thought he's like, oh, I'm straight. Like I'm sorry. Even if I was going to Pop the Balloon show, I'm not finna wear no fucking suit. You crazy as hell. I'm not wearing no suit. I'll be 100 with you. I'll probably show up in the Nike Tech sweatsuit. Real talk. Don't care. Because if your true intentions, I get it, you want to put your best foot forward, but I want to see you. I don't care about your best foot forward right now. I don't care. Leave it to the imagination. I want to see you. I want to see all the makeup. Of course, I want to see you put together, but I don't need to see all the extra shit. I want to see you basic. Because if I know you basic and you look good basic, then I can only imagine what you look like dolled the fuck up. But the last thing I want to do is see you dolled the fuck up. The next thing you know, you take all that shit off. The next thing you know, you look like a fucking wombat. You feel me? See, forget the outfit or the clothing. That's always gonna be there. It's always about the convo. Exactly. It's always about the conversation, man.
And it's an initial attraction. When I first see my man, I'm trying to be like, oh, he looks so sexy, he looks so fine. And
your man looks so sexy and looks so fine. How many? Raise your hand. If you ever in your life, in your period of life, however old you are, in your lifetime, you've walked to a gas station, you went to a grocery store, and you seen somebody who just basic, they probably got on sweatpants. For the ladies, you probably seen the guy with sweatpants on, a t-shirt or some shit, basic shit, or he probably just coming fresh out the gym. He had to go in the store and you saw him, damn, he attractive, right? Ladies, can y'all attest to that? I'm pretty sure y'all have, right? Y'all seen a dude, he wasn't his best self. You can tell he was coming from somewhere. He wasn't all suited and booted, had some shorts on or something and a t-shirt, getting some groceries and some slides probably, or some tennis shoes. But again, you probably like, damn, he fine, right? Or he's attractive. Same with the females. There's been plenty of times a lot of us men have gone into the grocery store. We've seen women they got their hair in the fucking bun. They're not all dolled up. They ain't got the makeup on. They barefaced as hell. They just got a t-shirt on and some fucking sweatpants and some shoes or some shorts or whatever, or some yoga shorts or whatever the case may be. You be like, damn, she attractive as fuck. We're not thinking about, oh damn, man, you know what? I don't like the kind of shoes she got on, or I don't like how tight her shirt is. Like, bro, that's why I think this Pop the Balloon show is so superficial sometimes. And a lot of these chicks talk about they're here to date with intention to get married or for love. What's up, D? And I think it's a bunch of cap. I think a lot of them are here for clout. Because if you truly were there to date with the intention to marry and to actually get in these relationships, you wouldn't be popping the balloon so fast. You would actually take the time to actually hear this person out and hear what they got to say. Because a lot of times these women pop, it's off of the shit that somebody's wearing. Nah, I just don't like the fact that you wearing a lot of accessories. Or I don't like the fact that your jeans got the rip in them. Or I don't like the fact that your shirt is tucked in. Or I don't like the fact that your pants are showing your ankles. Your pants are a little too high and it's showing your ankles. Like, bro, what? What are you talking about?
So many people said that about me as well. Like, he could change his outfit. I'm not his stylist. This is my first impression of this man. I want to look at him and be like, damn, Zaddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to look and be like, he looks so good. And I know looks aren't everything, but like we're saying, and it's initial attraction when we're coming on the show. I want to know that you put it on.
If I'm really sitting here trying to match with somebody, I gotta feel you on all aspects. And I was feeling one, but like other than that, it wasn't there.
And I don't know if y'all heard this old saying, believe somebody when they show you who they are the first time. If you show me you can't get right the first time, I'm gonna believe that.
Nah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for this situation, big dog. Good try though, but you reaching now.
Because I'm not gonna just tell you what to dress, because especially from a man's perspective, women, they don't like being told what to put on, how to wear, what to dress. Like, so I'm not gonna get into that with you. Depends. If you can't dress, you can't dress. And I ain't finna be the one to come save you.
Facts.
Wow. I don't know. We're all
Yeah. This is why the conversation in itself is important. A lot of these conversations that they're having is so surface level. Everybody's talking about how you dress. They're not talking about nobody's character. They're not talking about things on a more intellectual level. You're worried about somebody who can and can't dress. I guarantee you, a lot of these women passed up their potential husband. straight up, just off some petty shit. And that's the problem with today in modern dating with a lot of women and men today. You chunk the deuces at the smallest thing. If it's one little thing that you don't like, you chunk the deuces. Are like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep it pushing. And I don't understand it. If your true intentions are to date, to truly get to know someone, to truly be, to truly get married, you need to be focused on more than just what the fuck they're wearing. What's their character like? Are they purposeful? What's their relationship with their mother and father? Did they grow up with the mother and father? Did they grow up in a single parent household? How many baby mamas and how many baby mothers do you have? How many children do you have? Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now? If you were to have children, what's your parenting style like? What traumas did you have to overcome in your life? Where do you get your motivation from? What drives you? What happens? What type of person are you when the chips are down? When the chips are down, are you the person that just shuts down too? And you sulk? Or are you the one that just says, you know what? This shit happened. I can't do nothing about it. Now it's all about how I can come out of this shit. What type of person are you? These are the conversations that need to be had. But y'all are so focused on what somebody's wearing, you can't even get to that point. And that's why a lot of y'all still fucking single. Sitting up here talking about, well, I don't cook, I don't clean. My man, I gotta be like, ooh, daddy. Fuck all that. Because you won't be saying that, or you will not be saying that every single day. Sometimes you may not even like your partner at one point. Sometimes, depending on who you are. You may not be saying that all the time. Because you're not worried about that, because you got other things going on in your life. So you may not be saying that all the time. But it just lets me know a lot of y'all just talk on some surface level shit, and y'all so fucking base headed, and y'all think y'all are saying some real shit, and you're not. And hence, that's why you're fucking single. And you can't get no man. Shit crazy, dog.
Dating to marry, I feel like we all should be open to dating someone who's probably not our exact type, right? Because all of us here have a type, right? Yeah. All of our exes are probably our type, yet look where we are.
Hey, hey, buddy cooking.
Look where y'all at.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic then. So, in this next clip, it's of a contestant who claims that he is a high value man. Let's take a look at this person.
Your name and age?
Desmond. My friends call me Dr. Des, founder CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions, 37 years old.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I do have some criterias. As a high value man, I value the simple ABCs. I call them the Des factor. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and the C is for character. She didn't pass my appearance test.
Okay. In what way?
So with the appearance, I look at the front, the back. She got the front. I cannot appreciate the back for now. And I also feel the aroma. The aroma is not there. So appearance test, 1/3.
Okay.
There's certain specifications I'm looking for. The thickness has to be at a specific location. So that's what I'm looking for.
All right, Dr. Des.
Hey, I love it.
So, how's the Des factor going for you since the show? How's the hunting going?
The hunting is going. The Des factor is working, and everybody has a Des factor. Everybody has a preference. Everybody has a criteria.
Okay.
I, for one, happen to believe that women are supposed to be feminine. By feminine, I mean there's certain features that you were blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. I look at the front, like I said on the video, and I look at the back. That's physical appearance. I know I talked about the ABCs. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and C for character.
Right.
If you pass the appearance test, we will talk about the brains, which is the intellect. Education, formal and informal. And character, that's a classified criteria that we have to talk one-on-one for me to ascertain what the character is. So the DES factor is working. I haven't found the one yet, but I am working on it.
Okay. So to open it up to everyone, what did you guys think of Dr. Dez's appearance on the show?
Ooh. I will say this. I love that you got a lineup. I think the hair is an improvement and it looks excellent. I did not like the hair on the show, but it looks way better now. No, I mean that in such a positive way. I mean, that wasn't a backhanded compliment. I like the way that you improved the hair, the appearance. You got the A, baby.
And when I say appearance, I don't mean just like physical appearance. I mean just him overall on the show, how he behaved, the things he said.
I mean, I get what you're saying. That's for everybody, for real. Like appearance, brains, character. Like that goes on, like that's unspoken. Like what's understood don't need to be said.
Check out the new whip. Tight. How many Bud Lights can you fit in that puppy? As many Bud Lights as it takes.
But I feel like it's the way you said it and the way like you carried yourself when you said it. It's like what the girls be saying is giving. You think that you better than everybody.
Man, sit down somewhere, bruh. Sit down somewhere. First of all, this man said it's given, you think you better than everybody else. Nah, what it is he has his standards and he's speaking direct. He's not sugarcoating anything. That's what it is. He's speaking directly as a man should speak directly, should not be jumping around in his conversations and going from here to here to here and trying to fucking appease your emotions. No, he's gonna tell you exactly what it is. ABC, appearance, what is it? What he said, brains and character. So no, like you tripping.
It gave sassy. I'm gonna just
sassy.
I think it gave sassy because the reason why I say it gave sassy because you could have said those things, but I don't think like the Des factor, like how your character.
So now a man sassy because he stood on business. He was direct. He didn't sugarcoat what he said, but he's sassy. He's sassy. Any way to try to emasculate a man in whatever way. Sassy. Nothing about him says sassy. Nothing. He don't even give the ounce of it. Buddy's well put together. He talks intelligently, he communicates effectively, he literally tells you exactly what it is. He's giving you pinpoint straight like this. He's stern with it. He's not wavering in what he's saying. And he's sassy. Sassy. So she say, Madison says, I never understood why women call dudes sassy. See, when the man speaks his truth, most women say they sassy. And that's what and that's the thing. And see, look, these are the conversations that a lot of men are having today that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Men can't even have standards themselves. Men can't compliment on women. Men can't say anything about women. They can't touch on their appearance at all. Men can't have preferences because I guess we're gonna be sassy if we got preferences, and because we don't like a specific way that a certain woman looks, then all of a sudden we're sassy now. And it's not what we said, it's how we said it. Huh? A masculine man don't care about, listen, I need a lot of people to understand this. A masculine man is a stern individual. He's stern, he's stoic, he's straightforward. He don't sugarcoat things. He's going to tell you exactly what it is. Now he may take into consideration your feelings in saying this because he can say, well, look, you a big ass chick. So he may like, you know what? Look, I think you probably need to get in the gym. You feel me? So there's a difference in between it, but he's still stoic. He's still stern. He's still direct in what he's saying. He's not going to sugarcoat. He's not going to soften the blow for you because to appease your emotions. He's not going to do any of that. And that's not sassy, nor is it toxic masculinity, nor is it misogynistic. It's none of those things. He's just being a man. That's crazy. I want my man to speak his truth no matter what, because I learned from my mistakes. But here's where I gotta disagree with you on, Madison. There's no such thing as his truth. It's the truth. I don't think there, well, I ain't gonna say I don't think there is no such thing as his or her truth. It's only the truth.
Characterizing it, it just seems like it's a little like 1, 2, 3, and it's like, why can't you just explain what you're saying?
It is 1, 2, 3 because 1, 2, 3 is easy as ABCs. We have to break things down. We're in the United States of America, right?
Yes.
We have to deconstruct a lot of things that have been constructed.
That's facts. That's facts, Madison.
People come to this country, we don't know where people are coming from. I'm an African first. And when I share what I'm looking for in a partner, that is my preference. Women come on this show every time. They'll say they want a 6 foot tall guy making 6 figures with 6 inches. Nobody judge them for that. When I come in here,
look at these thighs. He said 6 inches, and look at the thighs making faces. Look at the thigh pockets making faces. See, literally. 6 inches. Now, mind you, I ain't judging, I ain't worried, I ain't talking about nobody's size and nothing like that, but it speaks volumes when you see certain women, when they make faces. You feel me? It speaks volumes. But I get what they're saying, and I get the face, I get it. But again, that goes to checking the box off. What if he got everything and all he got is 6 inches on him? What you doing? You gonna leave him? You gonna cheat on him? What you doing? You see what I'm saying?
Talk about the Des factor.
6 inches, that's it.
Look, the nigga who said 6 inches as it, he probably the main nigga. Man, listen, let me. They cut. See. That's why I can't stand people sometimes. You're missing the message. You're missing the message in what he's saying. You're missing it. Because you're worrying about the 6 inches part. He probably misspoke. And if he didn't, oh well. But you're missing the message that he's saying, bruh. Listen. Just listen.
Nobody brings them heat, you know? But when the guy have the guts to say what they want in the lady, it becomes a problem. Why is that? Men has to stand up. Men have to speak their mind. Men have to be men. We have to be able to express ourselves, our true self, and honestly.
But maybe the oversimplifying comes across as a little like talking down. And like you said, you're maybe just trying to explain it to everybody, but maybe it's not coming across correctly.
Right. So that's their fault. That's not his problem. That's their problem. If they take offense to it, that's their problem. If you say, Courtney, Courtney, you're not attractive enough. All right, cool. Hey, it is what it is. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, hey, Courtney, I don't like the way you're rocking that shirt, big dog. It don't really match the jeans that you wearing. You know what I'm saying? Then the shoes, you know what I'm saying? It just ain't connecting well. Oh, all right. Hey, noted. And I keep it pushing, dog. And if a woman came down, she said, look, I got ABCs, you know what I'm saying? The attraction level, you feel me? You just ain't past the attraction level. All right, bet. That's what's up. It is what it is.
Because it is coming across a little like
the delivery.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up this segment then. You want to one last comment from Uche, and then we'll go ahead and move on.
I was just saying personally, I didn't see anything wrong with his choice of like elimination. I didn't see anything wrong. Like you guys said, his delivery could have been better.
Ain't even delivery. His delivery was how it's supposed to be. He delivered it how he should have delivered it. If they can't handle it, then they need to go find a therapist. Straight up.
I agree, but his criteria, I believe, are standard.
It's valid.
Yeah, but it's just my little 2 cents.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So let's take a look at Shalane's journey on episode 37.
You said that you want somebody that values a relationship with God and that like goes to church. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. I will say that one of my downfalls is that I don't really cook.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I kind of like low maintenance meals. So like the eggs, the salmon, the salads, the fruits.
Just on rotation.
Things that are not like super hard to cook. I'm not the best cook. I hate cooking. It hates me. Whatever.
Hate it.
It hates me back, so we're even.
He's scratching his
So, Shalane, as we saw on your episode, anytime, God or a relationship with God, anything like that was brought up, like you would pop immediately. Can you talk to us about that?
I get it. I mean,
I think first off, my biggest issue is that I never said I don't believe in God. I think the minute I said I'm not religious, people equated that with like, oh, she doesn't believe in God and she's like a devil worshiper, which is not the case. Like I said, I grew up religious. I have I question a lot of things pertaining to Christianity and the Black community. Like
will you even attempt? Like here's my thing. You don't cook, so I'm guessing she ain't gonna waver from that. So you telling me if you find the man of your dreams, he checks off all the boxes for you, and he says, "Look, I need you to cook. I need you to cook a meal for me. I'm not gonna do this shit all the time, and nor do I want to always order out. So what you gonna make them? Just salads and fruits? That nigga gonna flip the table. I don't want this shit." You feel me? So, man, come on, dog. Nah, that's a violation. That's a violation. You don't know how to cook. The hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Cooking is literally a part of survival. So what's gonna happen? If there ain't no more fruits and vegetables, you got to go kill the animal now, and you got to eat it. What you gonna do? You gonna eat it raw? You gotta know how to cook. Nah, nope. Don't care how attractive you are. Don't care. You need to know how to cook. Even if you don't even if you don't even like the shit that you're cooking, but your man does, cook it for him. And you eat what you eat. Eat your salads and fruits. Because I'm pretty sure he gonna want you to stay in shape anyway. So eat your salads and fruits and just make the food for him. That's crazy. That is diabolical.
This is of how it was introduced to us. We learned about Christianity from like our enslavers, or colonizers. So initially, I already have a problem with that.
What you mean? What you talking about? You learn Christianity from your enslavers. That was Christianity before that. Why y'all acting like there was no such thing as Christianity only until there were slaves and they learned it from the slave master? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? No. They knew religion way before that, and Christianity way before that, way before the enslavement times. What are you talking about?
But it's not that I don't believe in God. I'm agnostic. I don't have proof that God exists. I don't have proof that he doesn't. I just exist, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm not against people believing in God or having whatever religion they want. But when you say you're a Christian, from the doctrine that I know, I'm thinking, okay, you don't want to be unequally yoked with anybody, so that's why I eliminate myself. I would date a Christian as long as you're not imposing your beliefs on me. I believe everybody's journey is different, and
if you're gonna date that person, then guess what? When you become married, what happens? You become one. It's gonna naturally happen. It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. It's gonna happen. And so if you, and I'm pretty sure the type of woman that she is, she wants a man that's gonna lead. So you're gonna follow his lead. So if he's a Baptist or whatever religion he studies, he gonna want you on the same page as him. So your best bet is probably not to date a Christian or a religious man. Straight up. Madison says a woman and a man should both cook, just like everything is 50-50. Yes and no, depending on the situation. I'm gonna say yes and no to that. It depends on the situation. But yeah,
everybody should have that free will to seek out whatever spiritual path that they want,
Okay.
you know. But for me, organized religion is just not it. That's just not for me.
I like that she said that though, because I feel like a lot of people get on the show and they're like, "Oh yeah, I believe in God," and "Oh yeah," and then they find out like afterwards that they're not really going to church. They're not really, you know, like into God as that they said. So I like how that she was real about like, "Hey, this is how like I am as a person, and if you're really super religious and I'm not, we probably won't work out." So I just like that she was like honest, because I feel like there's some people that come out there that's like, "Oh, I'm super religious," and then they're like, "Are you?" And that might be my deal breaker, and they're like, "Oh, I just don't want to say like I'm not," and then not match.
Yeah,
so I just
she basically cut it off. She said, I don't like cooking, I hate cooking, and it hates me. So that means based off of that alone, she's saying that she ain't even willing to try.
Commend her for being honest and being true to herself.
Being religious and saying you're a Christian is the norm within the Black community. So it would be easy for me to come out and pretend to be something I'm not, but I'm not in the business of like deceiving people. I'm very much like when you see what you get.
It was at least 3 guys though that from our episode that you popped on. Or I think they popped on you.
Not too many Black
where
women
it's all about religion. So I just kind of want to know, how does that affect your dating life? You know, when you say up front, I don't do this, I don't worship, I don't go to church. And how do guys in real life respond to that?
So the way I've approached dating is that I date outside of my race a lot. I date outside of my race a lot.
Problem number 1.
What you mean problem number? How is that a problem? No, because I feel like
Black race anyway.
That's my shit. I feel it's a safe space. Is it though, girl? I feel like Black people are very boxed in. Like the norm within Black societies, anybody within the Black diaspora, Caribbean, African American, like you're Christian, that's how you were raised, and it's this big deal. Like I date outside of my race a lot where religion doesn't even come up. It's not even a thing. It's not even brought up, you know?
How's that working out for you?
Crazy as hell. Wait, what outside of your race where? I know she lying. Cause I know if she talking about them Caucasian, there's a lot of them. They out here in these streets, a plethora. You understand me?
There's how is it work,
Dr. Daz?
Sir, we are on the same show. Societies, anybody within the Black diaspora, Caribbean, African American, like. You're Christian, that's how you were raised, and it's this big deal. Like I date outside of my race a lot where religion doesn't even come up. It's not even a thing. It's not even brought up, you know?
How's that working out for you though?
How is it work?
Dr. Daz?
Sir, we are on the same show.
Sir, we are on the same show, but there's a difference between the two. Please understand it. Please understand. It is different when it comes to dating men and women dating women and women dating men. I need y'all to understand that. The man is looking for the right woman to choose to eventually date, court, marry, because he's the one that has to ask for your hand in marriage. So 9 times out of 10, he has the upper hand other than you, shorty. You think you got the upper hand because, you know, you get to pop your balloon. The men typically have the upper hand in the situation. So that comment ain't really hit how it was supposed to, but I feel you, though. I feel you. May I ask your opinion? Someone told me they can't talk to me because my child isn't 7. Huh? Isn't 7? What does that mean? Isn't 7? Hold on, what that mean? Like 7 years old?
Because you over here with your because I'm over here with him ABCs and you're still single.
Right. There's a difference between me and you.
Let me get a difference.
The difference is the difference is clear.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, he finna explain it. Oh, look, 7.
When it comes to options, I have a plethora.
You don't think I have a plethora of options?
No, you don't have a
bloody hell.
Nah, you ain't got a plethora of options. Stop it. They said I only talk to people who kids are 7 and older. Okay, I get it. I think there's a certain point at a kid's age where they become more self-sufficient. Of course, you know, the kids still need their mom at 7 and things like that, but they become a little bit more self-sufficient in that regard, and they can pretty much do a lot of things without the help of their mom or their parent. And so I think that in their mind, it takes a kid that's younger than 7, you know, it kind of puts them in a position where they're needy as hell. And you're kind of always on call when it comes to that kid. So I think that's what they mean by it. You're not necessarily on call as much. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to
man, yo. Look at me. You think I don't have options?
No, I'm talking for myself.
Nah, you ain't. If you got options, it's probably dudes in your DM talking that want to get some box, want to bust you down. They want you to bust it open for a real one. That's all that is. Stop capping. Just because you think you got options, you ain't got the options like you did. Because if you did have options, you would be in a relationship, shorty. The other hand is when the man is in a privileged position, he has the option to choose the type of woman that he wants to have on his arm and on his side. So, yeah, your options are different. Because see, the type of women that typically are going to want him aren't the ones that's in his DM talking about, yeah, I'll bust it down for you. Nah. Yes, but the only thing that truly made me mad, he said they can only be a boy, no girl. I mean, hey, that's his preference though. Can't really be mad at that. Can't really be mad at that.
There's a plethora.
Can't really.
This is the thing when it comes to religion.
And then maybe, did you ask him why though? But see, see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. He got 6 of them. Why did he want to add 7? Maybe he wanted a boy, and he could never get it. So therefore, if it's not though. You're looking at it you're only looking at it from one standpoint. You got to look at it from both sides. Okay, he got 6 girls already. So maybe it's the fact that he couldn't get a boy. So now any woman that he does date that does have a kid, they at least have to have a boy. So that way there can at least be some sort of bond somewhere. And especially if he's going to take you seriously, and you got a boy, he can then have that one son that he never could have. I mean, because he being straight up. You can't fault him for being straight up. You can't fault him for that. He being honest with you. He being straight up. Because he could have easily went ghost on you and never told you anything. So you gotta respect him for that. Because he told you.
Yesterday, okay, I talked about the death factor with ABCs. You have a death factor, but you don't accept it. Your death factor, one of your criteria is a religiosity. Okay,
it is not though. No, it's not. I will date someone who's Christian. What I'm saying is, if you are a Christian, you're following the principles of the Bible, you're abiding by the doctrine that you study, then you don't want to be unequally yoked, right? And as someone who's not a Christian, you shouldn't be with me then if you're a sturdy Christian, strong in your faith, walking the straight and narrow path. So I take myself from it because I'm like, oh, you're Christian. You don't want nothing to do with me based on your own doctrine. I will date a Christian though. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you can date a
Christian as long as they don't try to.
Don't impose your beliefs on me. Everybody's path is their own.
But here's the thing,
I don't
though.
see life through the lens of Christianity. I see through the lens of humanity.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Here's the thing.
That's a bar.
Why would you pop if you say you would date a Christian? When somebody mentioned the fact that they are God-fearing or they are Christian, why would you pop on that?
Because
mention?
I was making an assumption based on the doctrine of Christianity. You guys cannot be unequally.
So you were-
But, and also, you usually pop when they say they want a.
Well, you can. So how? But you can. So that means you won't date a Christian then, because if you're already making the assumption that the person is a Christian, you're gonna pop because you think that you already being presumptuous, thinking that they want somebody that they're gonna be equally yoked with. So by you popping, it basically says that you won't date them. So you instantly remove yourself from that. So you won't date a Christian. It's not making sense, bro. It's not making sense at all, fam. This shit ain't making sense at all, fam. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. This has been a great show. It's been a really good show, man. Hey, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification button, man, so you won't miss any more of my live streams, bro. I go live every Saturday at 6 p.m. Every Saturday, 6 p.m. I'm here. So I need you to be here too. Make sure you like. It's going to help the algorithm continue to keep pushing my content out for those people who like my type of content. And guess what? By you doing this, it's going to allow me to continue to grow and keep giving you quality content. Win-win, right? So without further ado, man, I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all next Saturday. And until next time, I'll holler.